Hi, Gemini. So I know you guys are waiting for your reading for the second half of January. And it's been really hard for me to connect with air signs. And not even connect is the right word. It's hard for me to deal with my own air qualities because I'm a Libra rising. Plus, being a Virgo sun, there's a very air-like quality since Mercury is also the ruling planet of Virgo and Gemini, and Mercury is a very air type planet. So there's a lot of air going on with me, and it's like a wishy-washy feeling. It's like one day I want to be in and the next day I want to be out. And that's the way it is with all air signs right now. And I'm not, it's so funny because I was like totally got the shit beat out of me about one of the Aquarius readings I did, and then totally got the shit beat out of me about the Libra readings I just did. And not like terrible, and I can handle it. I mean, obviously, if I'm going to put myself out here like this, I got to have some kind of thick skin, right? Well, I don't have bad energy towards the air signs. I'm just having a hard time dealing with my own air qualities, and therein lies the issue with what all air signs are really going through right now. And, you know, we're supposed to get very grounded because Saturn's in Capricorn, and the new moon in Capricorn is tomorrow, and Venus and Jupiter are going to be conjuncting with the new moon and the sun and Pluto, and it's like every single planet that you can possibly think of is going to be all together in Capricorn. And it's like pushing us forward so fast, it's almost so confusing. We don't even know which direction to go in. And yet an air sign is not going to admit to themselves or to anybody else that they have no idea what direction they're going in. I mean, that would be like admitting defeat. And air signs don't admit defeat. No. So we get to the world. The cycle that we're going through. And we got to remember that going through this cycle, around and around and around and around, there is an ending to it. And there were like 20 cards that wanted to fall out right there, but I'm going to come back around and see if they want to come out again, like those. We need to cut the bullshit out. I mean, like, honestly, we need to cut the bullshit out. We need to get back on track, let our minds rest, you know. This whole week has been really big on resting. Like, that has been a quality theme for me this week, is getting that rest in. And it's because you guys showed up pretty quick here in the reading. The Lover's card. So this could be representing you, or it could be representing a relationship. We're just going to say right now it's you. So resting our minds this week is a really big theme. And it wasn't even just me. Like, I knew so many intuitives and empaths and readers and healers that just had to, they were like forced by the universe to just sit and like stop overthinking, right? So we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. We have the World, the Lovers. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Cups. So what I really want to say is tomorrow's new moon in Capricorn, while we are still in the sign of Capricorn, it is going to bring a clarity. What direction, what cycle ending do we need to get through to get to this 10 of Cups? And if this is if we're not talking this as your card, the Lover's card as the Gemini card, then there's another air sign. Either you are being very tentative in your life and walking on eggshells and not saying what you need to say as the Page of Swords and sitting up in your head instead of coming out and saying what you need to say. Then that cycle is going to keep going over and over and over again. But if you get out of your head and maybe you talk to the people who love you, Three of Cups, the Tower, could cause a tower moment, but we have to have tower moments. This is evolution. Gemini knows this. This is just Jupiter doing its work. Bringing in that moment, because then the Ten of Cups is right behind it. If this is you that needs to get out of your head, and you just need to have a conversation with somebody, to move forward, to get balance, healing, we have the Star, we have the Chariot, Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles, High Priestess. You guys know that I don't read cards in the reverse. If you don't know, if this is your first time watching, I don't read cards in the reverse. And the reason why is because that's the way Spirit guides me. I'm not a traditional tarot reader. I don't do that. I read the energy of the cards. I read the pictures. I read your energy. So when I turn the cards over, it's on purpose. I'm not trying to play tricks on anybody. So if this is you needing to have a conversation with somebody, either in work or your family, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be another air sign. We have Aquarius, could be a Cancer, could be a Scorpio, could be just about anybody, right? But I feel like you're looking for balance. I feel like that this conversation that you really need to have with someone will bring you happiness behind the tower. And that's the way that it works. But you're really stuck up in your head about this. And so you're being extremely tentative, Page-like, walking on eggshells. Being very guarded. Very Nine of Wands guarded. It's like you're almost ready for battle, but you want the peace of it all. So which twin are you going to let be in charge of that? Which twin are you going to let be in charge of that battle, that healing process? Because this has been one of those mind-bending experiences for Geminis for a couple of months. Like the last part of 2017, you guys have a beautiful movement forward. And your intuition is really, really heightened right now. Like, you know what you want. You know the direction you want to go. But there's, like, you think that there's this impending battle that you're going to have to do, so you're up in your mind about it. And you're very tentative about saying anything. And if you just let it happen, you know, go to your people, say what you need to say, let it happen. You'll have that balance. We have Justice here. And it's really funny because I was just thinking, I'm surprised that the Seven of Swords isn't out here. Because I feel like you guys will move forward and then you'll look back in your past and be like, what am I leaving behind? And I just want to tell you to let sleeping dogs lie. Let it go. Like, it doesn't have to be that hard. Kind of thing. Sorry about the noise out there. It just doesn't have to be that hard. And you guys are really up in your head about it. Speaking your mind, speaking your truth. You're like, I know that this is going to cause a tower moment. But there's happiness behind it. And why hold back when you know that your cycle is ending? When you know you have a new beginning coming. When you have a forward direction. You could actually be moving with the Chariot card. But I really feel like, I mean, if you look behind that Chariot, look at all of this magic there, Gemini. I mean, the magic that you are producing is your catapult forward. Because your intuition is so high right now. The problem is why is it that your intuition is high in some areas and you're blocking it in others? Because you know if you say something, there could be sadness. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think it is. It's not the Ten of Swords. It's only the 8. But you're so prepared for this battle. You're so on guard for this fight. You're so defensive against the tower moment. With this fire sign. Or just the person that is very focused, steadfast, movement forward person. And if you're fighting against this moving forward, intuitively you know you can't. So, looking back into your past is confusing you. 7 of Cups. Page of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. So anything that you feel like you're leaving in the past that might have deceived you or you feel deceived by, it could have been because you're no longer wanting to beg for affection, for love, for acceptance even. Just acceptance. It doesn't even have to be in a relationship. I feel like that whatever you're leaving behind, whatever you're moving forward towards, whatever direction that you want to go, the confusing aspect is this fire sign who you keep looking back at. Like, am I leaving this person behind? Are they coming with me? Where do they fit in the storyline? Where do they fit in my life? Because you have so many great things coming up. And you're trying to like fit somebody, something, someone, maybe even just an aspect of you. Another aspect of you. Like, where does this part of my life, where does this part of me fit in all of this? Yeah. And it is a confusing time right now for air signs because everybody wants us to be so grounded, you know? And all we're doing, we feel like we just have so much stuff up in the air. 2 of Pentacles juggling all the time. Like, how does that push us forward when we constantly have things up in the air? Well, the great thing is that being an air sign, we can juggle a lot of stuff in our minds. But I don't feel like you guys are being very playful these days, and that's the part of Gemini that really, really makes the world better. So I'm working with myself to not be such an asshole. Yeah. Your cycle ending and new beginning has a beautiful backdrop. But we got to get this tower. We got to get this tower down. And you can't avoid it. So I really just kind of want to say, you know, get out of your head. Stop fighting it and just move forward and do it. Let the tower go. Let the tower fall. Have that moment. We have tower moments all the time. Again, it's evolution. But there's healing behind that tower moment. And movement forward after the healing and happiness. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So let's not be the page, Gemini. Whatever it is that you're really fighting yourself on saying, on doing, on moving forward on, the end of January is going to be a really good time for you to do that because of the eclipse. It's in Leo. It's in the sign of Leo during the season of Aquarius. So make sure that your push forward is cutting some things out. It doesn't have to be people or things, material stuff. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be an ideal of what you know is not working for you anymore. So cut that shit out, right? Don't be a page. You can start off as a page, but Geminis are much stronger than that. Much stronger than the page quality. Okay. I hope you guys have a really great end of January. I'm sorry it took so long to get your reading to you. But the energy is getting better. So that Cancerian energy was kicking my ass the first 2 weeks of January. So thank you for being patient. I know it's not always easy to do for air signs right now to be patient. The InstantGo app, that link is below. Also, all of the donations that have come in, thank you so much. If you're not ready for a reading but you'd like to donate, that link is also below. And my website link, where you can order all of the personal readings, is below. I will be in Pensacola, Florida next weekend, and I will be in West Palm Beach the following weekend. So if you're in that area and you're interested, give me a shout, and I will let you know how you can get tickets for a meet and greet for an hour. Meet and greet. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to be in 80-degree weather during January because it's freezing here. So I love you guys. I hope you have a really great January. And I will be back for your love readings. Bye.